Yeah, Iran's a little different deal. This is the Persia that's mentioned
Yes.
in the Bible. What about that?
Well, Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5, and it mentions Persia as part of this coalition of nations that will join together to attack Israel in the end times. And Persia, of course, the name was changed from Persia to Iran in 1935, and in the late 70s it became the Islamic Republic of Iran. And really, Iran is the greatest trouble spot in many ways in the world today. They're a nation that's the number one world sponsor of terror. They hate Israel. The Mullah regime certainly does. Now, when we talk about Iran, we want to make it clear we're not talking about all the people in Iran.
Right. We have lots of dear Christians that actually watch the program in Tehran.
That's right. And so this is not meant in any way to say that this is what all Iranian people believe, but certainly the Mullah regime that's there leads chance of death to Israel. Despite the treaty that's been made with Western nations, there's still a pursuit, a desire to cross the nuclear finish line, nuclear missile, ballistic missile tests that are taking place there. They're an avowed enemy of Israel. They want Israel to be wiped off the face of the earth. They're mentioned in Ezekiel 38, verse 5 as part of this coalition of nations. And again, it doesn't stretch the imagination to any degree today to see Iran joining a coalition like that to come in and attack Israel in the end times, exactly as was predicted in the Bible almost 2,500 years ago.
And the thing is, it's not just Israel, but the United States is a target too.
Yes.
You know, we've got sayings about the great Satan and the lesser Satan among the Iranians, and they want to get rid of both. And there has even been some extremists among some of the leadership in Iran who in the past talk about how they can haste the coming of the 12th Imam by engaging in apocalyptic violence against the greater Satan and the lesser Satan. And that once that takes place, the emergence of the 12th Imam can happen, and there can be a global jihad that basically issues in a global government of Islam. And the thing of it is, we're witnessing before our very eyes developments that seem to be setting the stage for this Ezekiel invasion. Mm-hmm. For many years now, John, the Russians have had alliances with Iran. One of them is a military alliance where Iran has been giving something like $500 million a year to Russia to build up its military. And Mark is exactly right about their nuclear ambitions. And if they get nuclear weapons, John, that has profound implications for the entire planet. One of the things that our own Congress is concerned about is the possibility of one of those weapons being used as an EMP attack against the United States. That's an electromagnetic pulse attack. And if that was detonated at 300 miles above the atmosphere, that would in fact cause all electrical components in the United States to go out, not for 1 week, not for 2 weeks, but possibly longer than a year. And so that's why our Congress is examining all of this. Now, why is that a concern with Iran? Well, our own government has given reports on seeing Iran practicing launching missiles up to 300 miles in the atmosphere off of freighter boats. What are they preparing for? It's interesting the way that the book of Ezekiel puts all of this, because like Mark said, I mean, this was so long ago, and yet Ezekiel nailed it. And we're really witnessing the stage being set before our very eyes today.